Beautiful people! These are the must-buys in every single position. But before we begin, make sure to drop some love. We have a new campaign. Any players I left off, there's a comment section. I will also review any of your starter teams. So bring it together full-fledged. Let's get started with the defenders, the back line. And just to clarify, these are overpowered players. I'm going to cap the rating at an 83 or an 84 just to maximize attainability. Many of these individuals discount shopping, but there's some others that will be expensive, but I believe in price fluctuation based on EA trying to print some of that cash flow. We've seen a lot of promo packs. Fullbacks, where do we begin? I'm going with the Canadian Dream, Alphonso Davies, 84 overall, and price to output could be a hot take. He's been the best in the business, best in this position. Even in later game scenarios where fatigue should be setting in, I'm still winning 50-50s. I got the long-winded runs on the chase backs. Defensively, an asset going forward, gifted and talented. Teo Hernandez, left back of choice for many of you. Decent deal considering the market imploding, Saudi League move. Not a player that needs more than just a general introduction. We know what he's about. Frimpong, now in the Premier League, and he's going to pay a little bit of a Premier League tax. But the reality, he's just so fast. Responsive left stick dribbling might be the best of the fullbacks if you're just talking about some of the quick turning, and that pace allows for recovery. Ferland Mendy, he has to be here. He still is who you think he is and likely to go down as the most overpowered player in FIFA history. Dumfries out wide. It would have been nice if EA gave him a center back optionality, but Denzel has that demeanor. I'm not talking about the movies. He is moving attackers with ease. And the only disclaimer is that offensively, you might want more. He's a little more limited with the passing or the dribbling, more or less if you're in tight positions or you're under pressure. Udogie, not a new docket of choice, but the classics, they prevail. Robinson, another easy to integrate Premier League option, 6 play styles, preference with the overpowered slots. Balde, I find him viable even at competitive levels, sort of unpredictable with some of the positioning. He's got a few mini play styles that you will enjoy, anticipate, jockey, quick step, not a physical fullback, just putting that on record. And I could easily add another 5-6 players for this category. There's a lot of optionality and all sorts of different budget range that we've already listed. And if we should do a full tiers video full of overpowered players, drop a like, let me know in the comments. Use this as a notification. Moving on, we have center backs, the foundation of that back line. Sanchez, I am a supporter. The chemistry, though, might be a challenge, and the question is it worth adjusting your squad? But it is a discount shopping question. He's not going to cost you a lot. You're going to save some money. Top tier early item. Eder Militao, the opposite of saving money, but you are getting what you pay for. Premium with the mobile type of center backs. Upper echelon for the starter choices. Responsive, reactive. He's in the mix. And he's Brazilian. So let's go back to back. Ibanez. This gentleman came out of left field. Not sure the baseball reference will hit for this video, but the speed, the physical, opening day 7 play styles. Quite an exciting item and would highly recommend getting some minutes if you can find those links. And they're not that difficult to come around. Hanchko has already put in 30-40 games for the squad, moves well, no issues on positioning. Ideally, you would want a left footer for your left center back, and this could be the solution. Lacroix, just wanted to say it like that. Off the table for the OP prep work fast. I mean, 88 pace, strong, sizable French Premier League. This guy checks so many boxes and will be readily available at a 79 overall, and I'm sending some blessings for some pack good fortune. Big Ronnie, not light, 6 play styles, track record, proof of concept, previous history, reminds me of the early doors or the early days of Varane. If you want a comparison player, there it is. Piero, and I'd like to start with a warning. He is good, but if you're buying him as we're recording, I think you're overspending, and he might even come off a little bit overrated for that spend. There is hype. There is general criteria. Price will be reduced tremendously at some point in the near future because EA is providing packs. And I'm sure people are buying those promo packs. But us, we're on a RTG fully. And if you want live uncut gameplay, we're doing that on Twitch. Guardiola, lefty with a block plus, prem links, more agile than most CBs, and you're not spending an extracurricular, an arm or a leg to make this pickup. Tamori, the Englishman not playing in England, will reach your expectation, and if you knocked out the season objectives, which none of us have gotten there just yet, there is a free Tamori in the promised lands. Murillo, which could be Militao's cousin, not that large center back, but the movement is diffy. 90 strength on the baseline, and if you want quick turning, you want to be able to get stuck in, you want some of that manual element, he does the job. Moving into the midfielders, I'm starting out with Felix and Mecca. If you have not heard of this man, you got to check him out. Greens all over the place, and I'm not talking about organics, but you could throw up the hashtag 6'4" OD physical. What a player. Xavi Simons, 84 overall, moved from the Bundesliga now to the Premier League. I've been using him a bunch. Clean, crispy touches. High regards this way, but I would only recommend him as a true center attacking mid. Rabiot, discard pricing. He's a sleeper all over the place in the mids in a complimentary manner. I even found him to be more useful than you would expect as a center attacking mid, but basically a free pickup with all the links you could ask for. Cunha, center attacking mid, shadow striker, lock that in. Feels faster and with better dribbling than the stats might suggest. Tchouaméni, midfield goodness, strong versatility for the middle age wars. Apparently we're talking Lord of the Rings. Center mid, holding mid, center back. You can count on good old Tchouaméni. Ederson, 7 playstyles, 89 stamina, the overality. Not sure if that came together as a word, but it's something worth investing in, and you're paying nothing to give him some sort of at least spot starter minutes at a minimum. Emre Can, with that bruiser, plus chest out. Watch him move people out of the midfield. Please and thank you. Loftus-Cheek, writing on the door, hovering around the high 70s, low 80s, all stat lines. Offers the triple paperwork in the mids where you have the cam, center mid, holding mid. The choices are on deck. You can be the captain. I'm appreciative. Camavinga, certain essence to his game. Composure just breeds confidence. We know what he's about, and I've said this, but I'd like to repeat: multiple positions. Center mid, holding mid, left back with good roles to match. DePaul, if you can build out of MLS or you're including Messi, this is logical alignment. He's clearly an undervalued talent in the middies. As for attackers, maybe I should have broken this up with wingers and strikers, but they're all coming at you quick fire as with the rest of the video, and Adeyemi is undeniably fast. Maybe the fastest player I've ever seen play in real life. FC did not disappoint in this department. You can also play him as a right mid, right wing, left wing, center attacking mid. You've got the quick step plus, and he's a better finisher than whatever you're thinking, whatever you're anticipating, and the likeliness of some solid packs to bring him into your squad, very possible. Marmouche, and hear me out, I know that he's not going to be cheap. You got to pay that serious premium, but there's no denying that he's amazing. And that said, I see him in tons of squads. So he must not be out of the budgets for the masses, or people are spending at least on this position with this player, even if it's the majority of the funds. He's that good. Mohamed Amora, newly surfaced in the overpowered category. I don't want to be a broken record, but striker, cam, left mid, left wing positions matter. Dumb quick with matching dribbling. Only a 3-star weak foot, but does have 83 finishing. Ayose, serious upgrade. We're talking nearly mid-80s across pace, shooting, passing, and dribbling. I can already foresee the inform or the Evo spotlighting like a criminal with an escape route after hours. Nanji, holy blessings. 7 playstyles, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills, elaboration with the paciest. Oh, did you not notice the 88 physical to just add into the mixology? Because why not? Diaby, same problem and chaos that he caused before. Too much pace to handle. We need a new Netflix show. Quite inventive, the one-man counters on the regular. And in the first couple months of a game cycle, it's his time to shine. Paris, pro clubs build, 5'4", running wild. Out wide, anywhere in the attack. Gravity and her have conversations, burst of pace all day. Federico Chiesa, technically a downgrade, but ironically might float in more squads. Agile, turns the defender, has that early release juice. Long term might end up being more of a super sub or an early swap just based around the stamina, but we continue. I divulge. Yilmaz, and it might be a challenge unless you're building out of Turkey or he's coming off the bench, but premium pace, physicality, 4-star skills. This is a bit of a rarity. Openda, 95 reasons to make a new acquisition. And I'm happy to go on record and say he wasn't amazing in previous titles, but this year, a little bit different. Money Mahrez, we should not forget, he has the skill sets that you just don't get in this range. 7 play styles, multiple shooting boost, cleanest first touch you can buy into. I wish that you could play him as a center attacking mid. The only disclaimer is that does not have a burner. He is not an instant counterattack, but if you're working the ball in, or if you can play him in some sort of floating role, he can make everything come together beautifully. Let him interject, let him orchestrate. The Doku, even at an 80 overall, got rapid plus, and it shows. Not as complete as some of the other players listed, but the pace, the dribbling, and the play style, there's a bonus structure. Salma, she's pure filth out wide, but your pockets will need to come with it. She was cracked last year. She's gotten upgrades in 26, and she's unstoppable. I do not enjoy going up against her. Ramirez, goal scoring threat, all the extras, pace, dribbling, physical skills, and we've seen her in action previously. If you have success over multiple iterations, it's often a running theme. Barcola, he's in everyone's lineups. If you have the French plug, you're building out of the Liga, instant speedy outlets. Rafa Leao, I had to do it. I know he's expensive. He might not be a starter player for most. He's the main man. He's an 84 overall, and depending what happens with the market moves, maybe he gets more expensive, maybe he gets more affordable, but he fits into the criteria, at least by rating. Marcus Rashford, 5-star skills, proof of concept. Now with that movement from United, which means he's going to be incredible for Barcelona, seems to be a running part of the narrative. Expect OD promos. Kolo Muani, he was meant for this. Pace merchant, through ball giant, technical dribbler. Need I say more? Pulisic, best he's ever been. Previous years, he wasn't a goal scorer like this. That all changes. Still has the 5-star weak with the skills. Worth paying the premium with my heavy American bias. Kudus with the internal Premier League transfer. He's a threat. Often seen more or less off the bench, super sub. He just should be respected. And that's why I had to include him. And he's in so many different lineups, so it's not just me. And it only seems right that we end off with a Brazilian Neres, 7 play styles, inventive, Brazilian flair, 5-star skills, slicing, dicing, incorporating, starting businesses, closing down shops. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you found the video helpful, by all means, like it, share it with your friends. It's free to subscribe. I appreciate all of you, and I have a lot more content coming out ASAP.